Hey, hello. I'm Andrea. Um, yeah, I wanted to talk about my period today. And if you're not interested in hearing about that, then you should turn off this video right now. But it's not something that a lot of women my age talk about. And I thought it would be good to talk about on here because some of us in my age group don't have other women to talk to about these things. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, as you get older, first of all, I'm 50. I still get my period. I get it every 28 days like clockwork, my menstrual period. And I have it right now. And it's very heavy when it starts. And then it gets lighter and lighter. And at the end, I get this really weird dark stuff at the end. Everything's fine though. Like, I go to my gynecologist once a year and they say everything looks fine. I used to be on birth control pills. I was on birth control pills for a very long time because I had hypermenorrhea, and what that is when you bleed too much. So I used to bleed so much that even using a tampon and an overnight pad, still there'd be too much coming out. I made messes everywhere, so they put me on birth control pills for that. But then a few years ago, they took me off because they said I had been on it too long, and it becomes a cancer risk if you're on, birth control pills for too long. So I've had my period since I was about 10 years old. So that means 40 years of having a period. And I've been pregnant 4 times. I've had 3 live births. I have 3 children. So I had one miscarriage. That was my first pregnancy. I'm just telling you this stuff so you know the history of what's going on with me. So I had talked to my gynecologist a couple years ago about, how can I stop having my period? Like, when is this going to end? And, I should say, like 5 years ago, I had gone through like 8 or 9 months of hot flashes. So I thought that I was going to be going through menopause, but that did not happen. So, and it was the full hot flashes, like your whole face turns red and you're sweating, and sometimes it would happen in the middle of the night. And then after like 9 or 10 months of that, it just stopped. But anyway, a couple years ago, I talked to my gynecologist about what if I don't want to have my period anymore. And she said, well, they have this procedure. I think she said it's called oblation. I could be saying the wrong thing, but basically what they do is they dilate your cervix and then they burn the surface of your uterus so that you won't bleed anymore. So you'll still have your hormones. The hormonal cycle will still happen every month, but you won't bleed. And then she also said that it's not guaranteed to work. And obviously you can't have children again after that. I don't want to have children anymore. I'm 50 years old. I mean, maybe somebody does at 50, but I don't. So yeah, as far as I know, it feels like I'm never going to stop having my period. And yeah, it's like something I've resigned myself to. I know that eventually it's going to go away. And I really wanted to talk about it on here because, it's like I have women in my life that, so they don't always remember what happened when they finally went through menopause, or I have other women that have unfortunately had to have hysterectomies, so they don't, at early ages too, some of them in their 30s, and so they don't have these same experiences. So not very not very many people to talk to about it, and yeah. So if you want to share your experiences, I welcome you to. I can understand if you don't want to, and I just really wanted to share mine, just to say, this is my experience. I don't see a lot of this experience out there. People talking about their menstrual experience at 50 years old. So, yeah, 40 years. 40 years of menstruating. So, yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. And still get the aches and if it gets too bad, I drink some chamomile tea. I find that calms it down a little, but I don't do that in the first day or two because I just want to get as much out as possible. All right, I think I'm going off the rails now, but anyway, thank you for letting me share this here, and I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.